Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing well. Just wanted to go through a review of the stocks that I am looking at. I have a larger watch list, but then I narrow them down according to which are the ones that are on an uptrend, on a bullish trend. And of course, I use the crossover of the 20-day moving average above the 60-day moving average to give me that clue. And so as long as it's, the 20 days above the 60-day, I look at it as a possible trade. That's only one analysis. And the next one, I have a triangle pattern here. You can see, okay, I've got 2 or 3 points where it touches and here as well. Okay, now remember that it's a range. But I'm looking to see what happens here. I've been watching Federal Bank for several days now and just observing its movement. I'm waiting for a breakout above this 89.70. And then after it breaks out, I may wait for a retracement. All right. Usually that happens. And then it goes up again after that. That's the usual common pattern. So right now, I'm just watching it and trying to see how the movement looks. Indian hotels is the next one. And I see a channel pattern here, okay? So it's on a bullish trend moving up, but at the same time, so of course the moving averages gives that indication, but also the highs, you'll notice that the higher highs, okay, and the higher lows, that indicates that it's a bullish trend and it looks good. I'm waiting for this to see if it will break out of this level here, okay? This this trend line here, I want to see if it will break out of that Indian hotels. I'm just observing and watching. Next one is Hcl Tech. All right, here I've observed a triangle pattern and there's a breakout. Here it is. And by the way, I'm looking at the weekly chart and there's a breakout and I entered at the breakout. And the question is, will there be a retracement? Okay, I'm not sure. But it looks like, let's see how much, let's see how it's done. Yeah, so it looks like there's already been more than 5% gain, okay, which is nice already. Looking at that and trying to see how far it will go, okay? So there's, that looks, that looks good for me, over 5%. All right, so that's good. All right, but I'm watching and observing to see if there will be a retracement on the 1-day candlesticks, 1-day charts. Look what's happening. See, I saw this and it was, undecided where it's going to go. It's hard to tell. It's a doji candlestick pattern. It could go down or up, but then it decided to go up and it's going up again the next following day after that. So I have my eyes on both the weekly and the daily charts, but I'm drawing these on the weekly charts. ITC, okay, here's a candlestick pattern. Here's a triangle pattern, and I'm observing this as well. But look at this, the moving averages is just fluctuating, so it doesn't look very good. But then if there's a breakout, it may be a good possibility. All right, so remember, it's not only one, but it's several different factors you want to look at. And if this breakout is looking good, it's on weekly right now. Look what's happening on the daily. See, it didn't really do it. So I'm waiting for this to break out here. Okay, go back to the weekly chart and look at L&T, Larsen and Toubro. All right, here's a breakout on the weekly chart. And I want to see if there will be a retracement. Okay, a retracement is a possibility. And I'm looking for that Bal Petroleum. All right, that looks nice. It's getting it's getting sharper. The triangle is getting sharper and it looks good. But look at this hammer stick pattern. All right, the hammer candlestick pattern, but it's a weak one. But see, it went all the way down to 440.80, and then it closed much higher. But since the closing is lower than the opening, it's a bit weak, but still there's a higher probability that the prices will go up. But let's keep observing that. You can write that down and observe that. Make sure that none of you buys any of these stocks just because you saw this on my list. This is only an idea that I'm sharing, something to learn with, and so don't buy any of these. You open your own charts, draw the patterns and lines, and make sure that you make your own decision. Ashok Leyland is another one. All right, there's a breakout, but then let's see if this is just a retracement or what. All right, and I want to see if this goes back. Daily chart now. See, I want to see if it's going to go back. And the candlestick pattern here, not really a hammer, but almost like a hammer, but the chances that it will go up, maybe. Let's see. And but if there's a clear breakout, yeah, I may enter that. Britannia, all right. Look what's happening with Britannia. Same thing. Okay, I'm waiting for this to break out, and here's a weekly, and I'm just watching that very carefully and seeing what happens. Then there's Dr. Reddy's. Dr. Reddy's, I see a support and resistance. See that? All right, and kind of going up and hitting the resistance, coming down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, some of you, what you could do is purchase here and sell here. Some people like to do that. But I'm looking for a breakout from here. Okay, I'm more of what's called a breakout trader. I'm waiting for this to come back up. Then I'm waiting for it to break out of this. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. And then after breaking out, maybe I might pick up maybe 5 or 10% or more. It is in. See, look at this. Nice. Okay. It's getting sharper, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens here. All right. But this looks very bearish. Look at that. There's a rejection of higher prices, and the possibility is for it to go down, but you never know. Okay. So I want to just keep observing. I'm waiting to see if it goes up. If it just goes down, then forget it. I'll just, take it off my list, and I'll just focus on others. Tata Power also is looking good, and let's see if this triangle pattern works and breaks out. Let's see what happens. TCS, Tata Consultancy, I entered here. All right. But I'm trying to see, will there be a retracement? Okay. Some people, they will wait until there's a clear retracement, and they will not enter it just like that. They'll wait and see if it comes back down and then goes up again. I'm taking chances here. All right. This is the daily chart. I'm taking chances, and I'm just getting into it early, and let's see what happens. Okay. TCS. All right. Hdfc Bank, I entered here as well. All right. It's because I saw a breakout, but it's questionable. Will it retrace? That's a possibility there. Okay. All right. Now, so that's HDFC Bank. All right. I've entered, but then let's see what happens. Okay. I'm just curious. Another stock, I kind of like this. It's a company that makes auto parts, and for not just for sale, but also for companies that are companies like Maruti and others, Motherson Sumi. And look at this. Here it is. Okay, here's a nice triangle pattern, but here's a rejection of the higher prices. Let's see what happens on Monday and Tuesday. If it's going to just go down, and which is the most probability here, is that it will just go down. Okay, because of this. See, you see that doji there? All right, the prices could go up or down, and nothing, you cannot know where it would go. So this right here, I would say there's probably an 80-90% chance that Monday the price is going to go down, but you never know. That could go the other way as well. Okay, Infosys is another one that I entered. All right, look at that. All right, so there's a trend line. Okay, there's a trend line that I've drawn here. It's on a weekly chart, and I entered. So it's a trend line breakout. That's really what that is. Okay, now look at the daily chart. Okay, see, And so I want to see what kind of candle will be next. And I'm observing to see that and see if it will continue going up or not. Okay. All right. Next one is Kotak Bank. Kotak Bank on the weekly chart. Again, here's a move right here. Look at that. Okay, so that's a doji. It could go up or down. We don't know what to expect, but I'm hoping that it will go up. If it does go up, that could be an entry. But I may also look for a retracement because I'm already entered into different stocks and I don't have any money available. But there are some that I've entered where I've already made some profits and it's doing this, like this stock. If I entered here, I made some profits here, and then all of a sudden you've got several weeks of just up and down movements. Okay. And so while I'm here, if I see another good breakout entry, I would sell that particular stock and use that money to buy the breakout. All right, I hope that makes sense. PFC is the next one, Power Finance. Look at this. All right, this looks like a nice breakout and a retracement, and I want to see what the next candle will look like. All right, I want to see if the next candle continues to go up, then that's another good purchase for me. But you never know; it could just continue going down. Because it was a rejection of higher prices with a red candle. It was very bearish on that last Friday, so we never know. But if it does continue up, then this simply means that it's a retracement and is just testing this out as a new support level, and then it may just go up again. So I would enter there. Okay, another one is Tech Mahindra. All right, here it is. This was a good breakout. This is a good breakout of the triangle pattern. And I really like to look at that 2-3 weeks. Okay, look at the daily chart. Look at that, nice. Okay, daily chart as well. See this? And I want you to look at this doji. See that? It's like, a doji is an indecision candle, not sure where it's going to go. See, look, several dojis. It's like undecided, several days of indecision. And then it finally breaks out. Look at that. Not breaks out. This is actually a gap up that day. Okay, this particular day, it was a gap up on July 30th. All right, it was a gap up. And then see another doji, but then it decides to go up. Another doji, it decides to go up. Here it is. Two that look like hammer sticks, hammer candlestick patterns. And this also looks like a hammer. So we would expect the next day it should be even more higher, but we never know. Let's see. All right, on the weekly, look at that, looking very nice. And I would just stay there until it starts going sideways. Once it starts going sideways, I will stay in it because it may still go up, but I will stay in it. But if I see another breakout like this, I'll enter there. Okay, so these are my the ones that I've gone through, and then I'll take a moment to look at my stocks that I'm holding right now. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so here are the stocks that I'm holding right now, and they don't all look good at all, but no problem. I will show you how I'm making an analysis. First one is Maruti. I own several shares in Maruti, but it's not looking good at all. So I'm just waiting for an opportunity to get out of this. And I thought it might be a good trade. I'm getting out of that soon. I might even take a loss and get out. Indian Oil Corporation, it's been doing this, sideways movement for a while, but I'm looking for a breakout, okay, and that it would go up again, but we don't know. It's another one that I'm holding, looking for a good breakout on another one that's a good one. Then I'll sell this and get into that. Hcl Bank, all right, again, going sideways. Look at that. So with Hcl Bank, I'm also looking for an opportunity to get out from there. Next one is Infosys. Look at that. Each day it's been on a bullish move up. So I'm staying in, and I want to see what the next few candles will be. And I will stay in as long as each candle is higher and higher, I'll just stay. But then once it starts doing this kind of movement, see this sideways movement? Once it starts doing that, then I will look for another opportunity where there's a breakout, and I would sell this and get into that. I think Infosys, I'm already at at a gain of about 7 or 8%. It could still keep going up, but let's see. But if it goes up, I'll just stay in it. But once it starts, when I get 2 or 3 days of this sideways movement, then I'm ready to sell and get into another breakout. All right. All right. Sale, Steel Authority. All right. Again, it's on a sideways trend, looking to get out as soon as there's a good opportunity. SBI, okay. I think there's a possibility here, but we don't know. Okay, it's still sideways again. A short Leyland. As you can see, there's several that are sideways. I'm looking to get out. So the ones that I shared earlier, PFC, sideways. See that? So as I shared the ones earlier, any of those breakouts come available, I'll sell and step into that. HCL Tech. All right, look at that. Each day it's been up, up, and up. And then I've had 2 or 3 days of sideways movement, but then it was okay. Look at that. After 2 or 3 days, it went up again. So I can put up with 2, 3 days of this sideways movement, but after that, if it keeps going this sideways, then I'm looking to sell. Otherwise, if it's going up, that's good. I'll stay with it. TCS, all right. So recent entry, look at that. Nice move up. But then let's see what happens in the next candles, if it's going to be higher or if it's going to go sideways. Sometimes if it's when you have a huge jump in one day, it's almost like some stocks get tired. And all right, TCS, let's see what happens. Hdfc Bank. All right, Hdfc Bank has been moving up each day. It's been moving up. So we'll see what the next few candles does. If it continues to go up, I'll stay with it. And look at this. Look at this. The moving averages. It wasn't good. All right, but then it's done it. So that's a good move. I hope you are enjoying these analysis of what I'm holding. That's what I'm doing right now. But if you feel that any of these you can add to your watch list, especially these that I'm looking at. All right, and these are some possibilities. But as I said earlier, don't buy just because you saw it here. I want you to open your own chart, your charts, draw the lines, the triangle patterns, trend lines, look at the moving averages, look at all the analysis and make your own analysis, your own decision if you are ready to purchase. I'm just sharing how I'm looking at it and analyzing it, okay? So remember, only SEBI authorized individuals can actually recommend stock and kind of recommend that you buy this or buy that. So I'm not authorized to make any stock recommendations. I'm just sharing this for educational purpose, and you can use it for your benefit. Okay, and I hope you're doing well. And if you find this useful, please go ahead and like the video, and if you have questions, please place a comment there on the bottom of the video, and I do go through each of the questions, and I'll comment on that. And also, if you have friends who are interested in learning to trade, I will put my link to open a Zerodha account, have them open that link using that link, and then they can, and then you can get the invitation to join our special signal group. All right. Hope you are having a great day. God bless you all.